Tommy Rees. Whenever you guys are ready, go ahead.
Tommy, how important is controlling the tempo in this game, especially when you know how prolific they are? Does it feel like something similar to the Ohio State game in any way, or just take us through that?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that we got to take care of on our end. And, certainly holding on to the football. I think they're number one in the country in turnover margin. Not giving them extra possessions, not giving them short fields. Playing complementary football, doing our part. Ohio State's a long time ago. We were a completely different team now than we were then, and we want to try to highlight our strengths and make sure we do some things that can give us a chance to move the ball and score some points. I have a ton of belief in our defense. Obviously, they've been playing great all year, so we'll see how the game flows. But we're always eager to play complementary football.
Marcus mentioned that you picked your brain about USC earlier this week. I guess what makes this trip challenging outside of schematics and all that?
Yeah, I mean, you go across the country, there's a time change, and we're on a short week. We travel on Thursdays, so as a staff, you have a little more urgency early in the week to make sure you got everything in line. But I think our guys get really excited. I don't look at it as a challenge as much as an unbelievable opportunity to go play in a rivalry that's been around for a long time, that a lot of great players have played in. To play in a venue like the LA Coliseum, it's pretty special, and our guys will feel that when they're in there. It's bizarre to me. We haven't played there since 2018. It just feels weird to not have a bunch of guys here that are used to playing there. So we want to make sure they understand what the rivalry is. But at the end of the day, you got to go play football. When I told them today, when the clock starts, you get in between those lines. It's just like every other one you've played in. You got to do the same things to have success, and you can't emotionally get too caught up in where you are.
What's allowed the run game to continue to have such success when people know you're running the football?
Yeah, I think we do a good job of all 11 being bought in. That's something we preach all the time, is to have a really strong running game. It's not just the line, it's not just the backs or the tight ends. Like, all 11 need to be bought in. So you see our receivers really taking ownership, using them in different ways to help add on blockers. We have a lot of belief right now on certain things that if we call them, that they're going to make them work. It's a tribute to our players. I think we're doing a nice job as a staff keeping people off balance with some complementary pieces within there, and we're finding new ways each week to have a wrinkle here or there. And at the end of the day, we're going to hang our hat on being able to be physical when teams know that we're going to be physical, and we'll continue to try to find ways to have the best season.
What is it about your offense, something that you're proud of, that you guys do well, and what do you see in USC's defense that you've kind of taken an extra note on this so far this week?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just proud of the buy-in from the guys. Our players have done a nice job of being really sharp mentally in what we're asking them to do. We add a lot to them. There's some nuanced things that they do really well that a lot of people wouldn't know, but are high level and things that they're really bought in. So I'm extremely proud of that from our guys. I think the first thing that jumps out, like, team speed for SC is high. There's a lot of movement up front that we got to be prepared for. We've seen it a few times, Syracuse and Navy and some of the other opponents we've had as of late. But, they present a great challenge. 49 is a really good player. Grinch does a great job. He's been, a notable coordinator here for a while. So, we got to definitely be ready to go and have our details lined up and make sure that we can continue to play one of 11.
Let's get two more. Unless you don't have any.
Tommy, you mentioned the turnovers. They give up points, but they also obviously are really, really good at forcing turnovers. What's the balance there as an offensive coordinator between going for it but also being smart to not allow that to happen?
Yeah, you just got to have trust in your guys. You can't give them anything cheap. They've got some really good plays, some bad decisions on the other team's end. We want to stay aggressive. We're not gonna hold ourselves back with fear of turning the ball over. We just got to trust our guys, trust their preparation, and allow them to make the right decisions. They've given up points, but a little bit that's misleading. A lot of those points are late in games when they're up and rolling, and teams are kind of in 2-minute mode, trying to play a little bit of catch up. So they're a talented defense, and schematically, Grinch does a really nice job. So, we got to make sure, like I said, our details are lined up and that we're ready to go.
Tommy, winning's tough. Winning on the road is tough. But in November, Notre Dame has found ways to win because of being ready to play football. What's been the big difference over the past couple of seasons?
I don't know. I think our guys, as the season goes on, we form an identity. They buy in to that identity, and we're able to really. Our guys are really smart. We say it all the time. We'll be in a walkthrough and we'll throw a wrinkle in or add something, and our guys just adjust. And I think the more football they see as the year goes on, the more they're able to adjust things on the field and really handle it themselves. And you see that paying dividends in games. Again, I think as we continue to build belief in what we're doing and our ability to move the ball and score points, and when you have some confidence, that goes a long way. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Tommy.
Happy Thanksgiving.
You too.